Why renunciation? Why Indian spiritual traditions prescribe renunciation or sannyasa for liberation or to become free from the bondage to the world? I will try to answer this from a practical perspective so that you can make sense of it. Why renunciation? It is because you want to escape from the world. Why anyone wants to escape from the world? It is because the world puts so many conditions on each individual. It takes away their personal freedom. It binds them to certain social and political and economic values. It binds them to a certain value system from which it is difficult to escape. Complying with that value system puts an enormous burden emotionally, socially, politically upon each person. It is why some people become so tired of it and want to escape from its influence. As an answer to this, Indian spiritual traditions prescribe renunciation or sannyasa as an approved practice to become free from the bondage to the world. The world extends into your outer consciousness. It invades your consciousness and becomes your master. It sets the standards against which you have to measure your own worth and your place in its hierarchy of losers and winners. If you want to reclaim your individuality, freedom, you have to break this pattern. And sannyasa offers an excellent opportunity. However, sannyasa has its own problems. The world comes there too and imposes its own value system. We will discuss this later. Whether you are rich or poor, strong or weak, you are not free. You are not free from the conditioning to which you are subject and for which the world is largely responsible. Of course, you let that happen because it is the only way you can conform to the world and fit into its value system. You are a creature of the world. Most of your thoughts, beliefs, and your personality traits are built by the influences which you experience from the world. For example, if you are born, say, in India, you will speak one of its numerous languages. You will follow one of its religions. You will adapt to its social, moral, and cultural values. You will feel proud of being a part of that country and its heritage. If you are born in a communist country, you will not practice any religion. Most likely, you will not trust any faith-based belief system. Most likely, you will rather accept the government as your master and follow its agenda in your personal and family life, treating your children as government assets rather than your own. Likewise, if you are born in a tropical country, you will adapt to its climate. If you are born in a cold country, you will adapt to its freezing temperatures and make preparations for the winter. So you see, the world is basically responsible for how you live, what you do, how you think, or what you think. You cannot escape from that easily. Your lifestyle or habits, your thoughts, values, and beliefs, your likes and dislikes, your social and moral values, your very judgment, they are all influenced by the environment or the world in which you live. You cannot easily escape from it. Sometimes those influences are for your good. Sometimes they can be oppressive and severely restrictive. They limit your freedom. They suffocate you. They make you feel empty or dependent For example, for millenniums, the world treated women and certain social classes very unfairly and discriminated against them. That influence still persists. If you are born as a woman, you still have to deal with many social and personal disabilities. You may have been even conditioned to believe that somehow it is okay. So if you are tired of this growing influence of the world upon you, and if you feel suffocated, empty, or unhappy inside for the enormous demands and expectations the world imposes upon you, you may start thinking how you may want to escape from it. There are some of the middle of the ground solutions, such as practicing detachment, self-control, restraining of the mind and senses, withdrawal from the worldly attractions, simplifying your life, practicing yoga and meditation, becoming mindful, etc. They are all good solutions, but there is no guarantee that you can practice them to perfection. Then there is sannyasa, the most extreme solution to free yourself from the world and its influence. In many spiritual traditions of India, the acceptable and effective way to achieve the ultimate freedom is renunciation. In renunciation, you become detached, not only from the world, but from everything, including your own built-in identity and value system. You give up the world, all your accumulations, mental formations, identities and relationships, so that you become free, uninvolved, disentangled, and unburdened. This is the idea behind the practice of sannyasa or renunciation. Now that is the theory part. When it comes to practice of renunciation, there are again a lot of rules and restraints to which you are bound. You see, the world has invaded that space too and imposed its own conditions, rules and restraints upon the practice of renunciation itself. So even though the renunciants or the sannyasis are supposed to be free souls and free from the world, they are not. The world has reasserted its authority there too and bound these free souls and free spirits with its values and expectations. Thus you can see that it is very difficult to escape from the world, even in renunciation. When you give up one world, another world invades you and takes control of you. If you escape from your home into a cave, the world still follows you there as your very mind, thoughts, and emotions. Thank you.